Hello everyone, I hope you're doing well. Uh, First of all, I would like to once again thank the community for the support, as my channel is getting a little bit bigger, still small, but more and more people leave their comments, they message me with their kind words and some very constructive criticism. So first of all, I would like to thank you and to say that I appreciate you, and I am really trying to do my best to instate the values that you want to see in a YouTube channel that talks about fragrances that are. I'm not biased. I'm speaking my mind in positive or negative, and well, now I'm mainly reviewing fragrances that I own, so most of the reviews are quite positive, but in the future, for fun of it, I definitely have some experiences with fragrances that I didn't like. Maybe I don't have a bottle, but I have a sample, or even if I don't have anything, I still have a vivid memory what I didn't like for one or another fragrance. So yeah, for those of you who are, let's say, tired of mostly positive content and positive reviews, I promise you that once I'm finished with all the fragrances that I want to talk about the most, I will sprinkle here and there some funny negative reviews, making, let's say, fun out of perfumes that I think bring nothing useful to the community. So yeah, but today, if you remember, in my Bleu de Chanel review, I teased a video about an artisanal version of Bleu de Chanel fragrance, like a mass appealing scent for artisanal lovers and oud heads and all such. So today is that video, and today I am talking about Areej le Dore Atlantic ambergris 2. Very beautiful presentation. Personally, I'm not a huge fan of this color. It reminds me of in the 90s Soviet Lithuania had these blue scales in the market for fruit and stuff, and also we had trucks that were very similar to this color. So not really pleasant memories, but nonetheless, the box itself, the bottle, as always, the sprayer, everything is top notch with Areej le Dore. Now, maybe I should explain why do I call this fragrance, of course, tongue-in-cheek, Bleu de Chanel of artisanal perfumes. Well, because I basically couldn't find any person alive who didn't like the opening of this fragrance. Second of all, if you all know, main ingredient in Bleu de Chanel and in blue fragrances in general is ambroxan. Ambroxan, if also you don't know, is a synthetic ambergris. And here in Atlantic ambergris we have natural ambergris instead of synthetic one. Also prominent notes in blue fragrances like Bleu de Chanel in the opening especially are citruses. We also have citruses as an opening in Atlantic ambergris too. And in the base they have some woody, incensey dry downs, and basically woody, spicy dry downs we have in Atlantic ambergris too. So yeah, I think the strongest point of Atlantic ambergris, insane sprayer, is the opening. It's citrusy, fresh, invigorating, uplifting, and the citrus here is not sharp. It's not like lemon from like a, I don't know, house cleaning product or something like that. It's very smooth, it's very soft, and it's actually very, very unique. What do I mean? This exact opening here, combination of citruses, nutmeg, clove, other maybe spices, it creates this very cozy, soft, invigorating feel that one can't help but just to be uplifted in the mood, in the spirits, just by smelling this fragrance. It's extremely easy to wear. As I said, plenty of regular people that are just not even into niche perfumery, maybe they only smell Bleu fragrances in their life and that's all they enjoy. They still enjoy this fragrance. On that behalf, I must admit, I found Atlantic ambergris a little bit boring in the beginning of my artisanal journey. But that was because, well, at least in my personal journey, when I discovered, let's say, ouds, musks, and all that, I wanted more of them, everything that reminded me of, let's say, regular formula of fragrances. I thought it's pointless and boring, because why would I buy artisanal version of Bleu de Chanel when I can get just the Bleu de Chanel and 3 times cheaper probably. Not the exclusive version. that one is probably the same price as this one on retail was, but that's beside the point. What I'm trying to tell, at the beginning of my artisanal journey, this being very mass appealing and easy to wear, to me, I found it as a weakness. And in some fragrances I still find it a weakness, because I still hold the position that artisanal fragrances shouldn't be trying to copy regular niche perfumes. We found what's happening when niche started copying designers and vice versa, and that segment of perfumery, in my opinion, now is complete chaos, and as I said, lost my interest almost completely. So I wouldn't wish for artisanal perfumery to try and, let's say, mimic niche or, God forbid, designer perfumes. But as time passed, and in this creation specifically, it's not that. Actually, yeah, it's mass appealing, it's very easy to like, but it has its twists, it has its details, it has its craftsmanship, fine nuances that make it really special. And even if I'm jokingly comparing it to Bleu de Chanel, and let's make this completely 100% clear, it's a tongue-in-cheek comparison. As you can see on the table, there are no other fragrances here that I would compare this to, and that speaks volumes. Adam managed to create a very mass-pleasing and, let's be real, very easy to recognize fragrance. You smell this, it's recognizable. It's not something you never smelled before in the way that your brain accepts it immediately. But on the other hand, I can't think of another artisanal or otherwise fragrance that I could seriously compare this to. And that's amazing. If you ask me, that's amazing. Do I rate this Atlantic ambergris very highly in Areej pyramid of perfumes? No, it's somewhere in the middle, I guess. But again, that's my personal preference. Despite some of my views expressed in previous videos, I really enjoy animalics. I enjoy heavy fragrances that are full of musk, oud, and all these things. And this fragrance is not even that full of ambergris. I mean, ambergris is here, don't get me wrong, it's absolutely here, but it's not, in my opinion, ambergris is not the leading material in this scent. More clove and spices and citruses do the hard work here, in my opinion. But as you probably all know by now, ambergris as a standalone note is a very hard note to achieve, because what ambergris mostly does in perfume, it lifts it up. It gives it this sparkle that you can't help yourself but to enjoy, love, and uplift you. And it has plenty of that. This is one of the most uplifting and mood enhancing scents from Areej le Dore collection, all of his collections, in my opinion. I should mention I have never smelled original Atlantic ambergris, so this review is only contained into this one Atlantic ambergris 2 bottle. So if you have some, I don't know, comparisons or thoughts about original versus this one, please leave them in the comments, because I am sure that information that I can't provide is still very useful for the viewer. Yeah. So who do I recommend this fragrance to? Basically anyone. If I would have to choose like one artisanal scent to introduce someone to artisanal perfumery from Areej le Dore, probably Atlantic ambergris would be it. I could find a few more, maybe better options in like House of Bortnikov. I think the before mentioned Maz Habib would be a very good option for that, or Oud Monarch, or Oud Cologne, or yeah, maybe those three. But from Areej le Dore, Atlantic ambergris would be it. It is very beloved fragrance, and like, even if I don't rate it at the top Mount Rushmore of Areej le Dore, in this exact case it means nothing. It's only my personal preference, and I can guarantee you we could find 1,000 people who would say that Atlantic ambergris is top 3 or top 5 of Areej le Dore all time, and I wouldn't argue with them. In some ways, this fizzy cola vibe, uplifting, natural, completely natural smelling scent is genius, because, as I said before, I will repeat myself a bit, this smells familiar to your mind, to your brain. You smell it, it's not blown. It's not like, oh, I never smelled this or that note before. But when you combine all the stuff in one place, this creates a completely unique composition. And let's say in some compositions, then Adam makes raw materials do the talking. I will post one review maybe after this one, or maybe I just posted before this one, I didn't decide, but you will see the bottle, what I talk about, that has materials talking, but not the blend. Materials are doing the majority of work, and excellent materials just make an excellent fragrance. But in this fragrance, although materials are also excellent, this is one of Adam's creations where the blend and the work of a perfumer is what shines the most. So if we rate, let's say, this fragrance in the Mount Rushmore of Areej le Dore based on the quality of blend and quality of Adam's work as a perfumer, this would be pretty high. Maybe top 5. I don't know, I haven't thought about it very deeply, but if I ever do, yeah, maybe I will do a review best Adam Areej le Dore's blends or something like that in the future. If you want that, you maybe, I don't know, subscribe, like this video, show me if you want that kind of videos. I am trying not to be heavy-handed on all the top 10s, top 5s or whatever. I know that YouTube loves those videos, and my most watched video on this channel is, of course, top 5. but I feel it's pretty easy to lose yourself in these kinds of top 5 videos, and I still want this channel to be centered around individual perfumes and individual houses and the art of perfumery, and not just some, I don't know, cheap top 5, top 10, whatever things. But yeah, I will do them for sure, because I know even you guys who are very deeply passionate about fragrances not always have the time to watch a 15 or 20 minute video focused just on one scent, no matter how good it is. So yeah, I will do all kinds of content here, so please enjoy. If you're enjoying this, please like, subscribe, all the jazz. And yeah, I think this will be the end of the video. This is truly an excellent, very likable and easy to wear fragrance, and if you, as a frag head from a regular niche world, don't know where to start in artisanal perfumery, and you like easy to wear fresh scents, I would suggest maybe try with Atlantic Ambergris 2 by Areej le Dore. Yeah, so that will be it. Thank you for watching, and have a good evening. Bye.